guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a brow tutorial. It's 2018. Most of us know how to do our brows and most of us don't. And I wouldn't say I'm an expert because honestly there's days where I'm like, damn, my eyebrows are either too thick, too dark, too thin, not blended enough. So I am in no way a eyebrow expert at all whatsoever. But I'm going to show you guys how I do my eyebrows because I do get a lot of compliments on my eyebrows, believe it or not. Not these eyebrows, but the eyebrows I put on. Once I'm finished, you guys will get to see how they look and how I do them. So if you would like to see how I do my eyebrows and the products that I use and some of the products that I've added into when I do my eyebrows, then keep on watching and let's get right into it. The products that I use when I do my eyebrows is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I have 3 different colors. I don't use all 3. I've kind of gradually learned how to stick with just one, but some days, like I said, are darker than the others because I'll grab the wrong color or whatever. So I do have ebony, I have dark brown, which I rarely use, and I have granite. I like my eyebrows to be darker because my hair is dark and it just goes with my face. I did find that when I use the dark brown, it's dark, but it's too light for me. So when I go and I take pictures, it's kind of like they're almost like see-through. It's like a see-through brown kind of, for me. So I have leaned more towards doing the granite and the ebony because they're more dark, and then I can go in and blend them out myself and add to it as I go. I do use the brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the B7. I don't know, the little marking came off, but it is the B7. I did start with this one, which I think it was, I don't even remember what the label was it on. I think it was like a 12 or something like that. I don't know. But this is the other eyebrow brush that I use, but not often. I also have the concealer brush. This is a 20. So those are the brushes that I use. Alongside with that, when I do clean up my brows and I conceal around them and shape them up and everything, I've been using e.l.f. concealer. This shade is Fair. I like it. It stays where it needs to be. It's not too runny. It's not super thick. So I do like that about this e.l.f. concealer. I also use my beauty blender, or my Morphe, what is this called? A beauty sponge, sorry. Morphe beauty sponge, to kind of blend out the concealer around it. And what I also just started doing, this is for my personal preference, is using the Mega Liner, the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And this is because my hair is so fine and so thin that when I blend it out, it kind of still, like, it doesn't look right to me. So for me, what I started doing and what I like is I go in and I kind of flick little hairs on, like, on the outside, or on the inside of my brows, and kind of just start going in with it, like drawing them on kind of. I personally really like it. Sometimes I mess up, sometimes I get it perfect and I'm like, yes, my eyebrows are perfect today. So it's all in the palm of my hands. Whatever my hand is doing that day is how my eyebrows are going to look. My eyebrows never look the same. Like I said, sometimes they're too thick, sometimes they're too dark, sometimes they're too thin, whatever. I'm going to try and talk through it. It's kind of more, it's not really like a a step-by-step, like I need to tell you. It's more of like you need to watch and then you need to practice yourself, because I didn't always do my eyebrows. There's people that I know in high school used to tell me, Monique, your makeup looks really, really good, but you should just fill in your eyebrows. And I would be like, no, I'm not filling my eyebrows. I don't like the way I look with it. But it's because I didn't know how to do it. You're not going to get them right the first time. You're not going to get them right the second time. It takes a lot of practice to sit and do your eyebrows. There's days where I'm like, I hate my eyebrows. I can't deal with them right now. But I work with what I know how to do and I move on. So we're going to get right into it right now, and I'm going to try to show you the best way that I can, and maybe explain it to you the best way that I can on how I do them, so that I can make it easier for you guys. Okay, anyways, let's just get into it because I'm talking way too much. I'm gonna do, I think, granite, because granite's the darkest one that I have. Yeah. So I'm gonna do granite. I'm gonna take my B7 brush. So I'm gonna take my B7 brush, and what I like to do is I like to get it on my brush, and then I like to smear it on the lid, on the inside of the lid. And that's where I get everything from. I rarely dip back into the little pot. So what I do first is I take my spoolie and I just brush out my eyebrows. I kind of go up with it. So I start from here. I don't start from here. I start from back here. And I start drawing it in. So that's going to be my underline of the brow. Which is a brush straight across. Then I start from here. I don't ever start from here. I don't start from the beginning, and I'll show you guys why. Then I slowly start just filling it in. So I just fill in these over here, and I do it darker because I want to end up blending it in. So basically all I do is I start my outline first, and then I'll start blending in the corners of my brows. Okay, so now from where I cut it off right here, so my eyebrow hairs, you can't really see them because the light's really bright, but they end right here. So I gave myself a gap, just a small gap, and I'll tell you guys why I do that. I don't know if anybody else does that. Like I said, I don't really watch eyebrow tutorials anymore. Now that I kind of taught myself how to do my own. But I think a lot of people do the leaving the little gap. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start filling in. Okay, so this is the part where I use my spoolie. What I do is I start from here, pulling the product down. Then the product that I've collected on my spoolie, I bring it to the front and I start pushing it back. So it starts blending into my natural hairs. And then I do the other side. Okay, so now that it's blended a little bit more, I do go back in with more product, and I'll start moving a little bit more product more forward. So then between that gap, the product that I have left on my my brush, but I'll start pushing it up. I use the lightest hand. Sorry if this lighting's kind of acting weird, but it's being ridiculous right now. Okay, so now I get my concealer. So what I do is I kind of start from right here to kind of just make sure it doesn't like just glob onto there. And I go from here the other side. And I usually just get the middle and I kind of go up with it. And I leave a little space. Okay, so now I take my beauty sponge and I start with this end and I do my under eye and I just pat it and I blend it down. Now I take this flat end and I push up and I kind of sweep it push up and sweep it. This part, I get this tip and I go up and I slowly blend it in to the rest of my brows. Okay, that's when my little thing comes in, my little mega liner. So very lightly, let me fix my mirror. I start from like out here. So I just start adding hairs. Do you see those little hairs? So do you see how it's adding more hair? Like it looks like little feathered out hairs, right? And honestly, I can't afford microblading and I want microblading so bad. I can't afford it. I know I could probably save up for it, but honestly, it's not on my top of the list of I must do it kind of thing. I would love to because it would probably save me a lot of time. But this is what I can afford right now. So that's why I do it. Part is where I add the hairs right here. So that's about it. You will mess up and it's okay. So I just get my brush and I kind of pull it up. And I get my spoolie and I'll brush it. This side too. So yeah, this is how I do my eyebrows. These are all the products that I use. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's not too long. And I'm so sorry if the lighting is like going in and out. It was acting up really bad. I think it's because I was using my mirror, so it was like the light was like reflecting off of my face. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If this was helpful for you, let me know. If there's anything else that you guys would like to see me do, tutorial or maybe challenge wise, whatever, this channel is an open channel. I'm open to doing whatever for you guys. well, not whatever, but I'm open to doing different things for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also put on your notification bells if you haven't already, so that you guys can get notified of when I post a new video. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a great holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and if I don't see you again, I love you all. So yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Boy, I really need to know. Can you tell me right now? If I give you what you want, would it be worth my while?